So guys, I have come to this realization when purchasing things for my house, whether it be furniture, accessories, whatever it is. You know, I look at things differently now. I just actually cleaned out the storage in my basement, which showed me that I really need to look at things differently. So obviously you purchase something because you need it or you love it or whatever the case may be. But I think there's one more thing that you should consider when purchasing. So yes, you love it. You love how it looks in your house. It looks amazing. You have to, the one more thing that I think you should consider, the thing that I consider now is what is it going to take to have it continue to look exactly as it did when you took it out of the box. Now, if this is going to be, regular, clean, and, as I would the rest of my house, fantastic. That's a winner for me. If this is going to be labor intensive, I'm afraid that's going to be a no for me going forward because this now becomes a labor of love, and it's labor that I am not willing to do. If you are willing to do the labor, I love that for you by all means. But if you feel like this is going to take away, I'm going to end up now resenting this thing that I've bought because of what it takes to maintain it. That being said, let's jump into this video. If this is your first time in the sandbox, thank you for stopping by. Hope you will consider joining us again. If you've been here before, welcome back. So today I am sitting in my bedroom. I am resetting my bedroom for the spring, summer. I'm going to place up here somewhere the last reset that I did of my bedroom so you can see what the differences are, which I did for the winter. After I took down my Christmas decor and all of that, I reset my bedroom for the winter. Now spring is here, thank God. So we are doing the reset for the spring, summer. So first thing I want to point out to you, and you may not be able to see it really well, is my ceiling fan, but I'm going to show you it after. If you look at my prior video, you'll see that I had a different ceiling fan up. It was beautiful. It was, it had a lot of crystal baubles hanging down and pretty nice. At least I liked it. But as I just said to you, that became very labor intensive, cleaning all of those crystal droplets. You had to get your hand inside of it. Thankfully, I have a thin hand, but still, it was difficult to get your hand inside of it to clean the walls of the crystal on the inside. And I just realized that it was just too much work. So I took it down. I put up a new ceiling fan, very simple, very easy to clean and maintain, and it actually gives much better breeze than the other one did. So again, it all depends on what you're willing to do. So let's jump into this. So I have already done a couple of things. So I have already changed out my curtains. I hung these white summer curtains here and at my window over here. So the other thing that I do now that I didn't necessarily do before is shop my home. So I had these curtains last year. I purchased them on Amazon and I had them someplace else in the house. So this year they're going to be in my bedroom. So that I have already done. I've already started with my bed. So I've already put on my fitted sheet. These are cooling sheets that I got from Amazon. I'm a hot sleeper, so I like my bed to be cool. So even my mattress cover is also cooling. So I've already put that on, so you don't have to go through the pain of seeing me struggle with getting this fitted sheet on. So I am going to put next my sleeping pillows. So these are not the pillowcases that came with the sheets, but I did purchase these on Amazon also. And the reason that I am not using the pillowcases that came with the sheet is because I like my pillowcase to be enclosed. I like it to be zippered. I don't like to see any type of pillow hanging out or anything like that. So I try to get zippered ones. So these are my sleeping pillows. So I'm just going to put them flat on the bed. So that side is Bri-Bri's, and this is my side. Okay, the next thing I'm going to put on the bed is the shams. So I bought this quilt set from Shein, I believe, either Shein or Temu, whichever. I'll link it below. And I bought this because I wanted to just add a little bit of color, and it has the florals, so it looks a little bit summery, springy type of thing. If you look at any of my prior bedroom videos, you'll see that I have a white bed. White bedding is my favorite. I love white bedding. It's a labor of love because you do have to wash them very often. I literally change my bed 2 to 3 times a week when I have the white bed. And I also have a dog, and she sleeps with me. So that's another reason that I also make sure that I, do the laundry for my bed at least 2 to 3 times a week. But again, I've decided to go with more springy, summery color. So that's what we have going on right now. So I just basically put those right on top of my sleeping pillows to stand. Another thing that I want to point out, these pillows are king size pillows. And the reason that I bought king size, I have a queen size bed, by the way, is because I wanted to come the full span of the bed and beyond. So I want to make the bed look as fat as possible. So that's why I do that. Okay. So next we're going to put on the flat sheet. So I have to tell you, and I know that I get opposition on this a lot. Flat sheet is not something that I use, I would say, on a regular basis. In the winter time, I do not put a flat sheet on my bed. I have very heavy comforter, and it's weighted. So I feel like I don't need the flat sheet, so I don't use it. Some people say that's unheard of, blasphemy. No flat sheet, what are you doing? But I mean, it's a personal preference. If you like the flat sheet, I love that for you. For me, like I said, I'm not really into the flat sheet. I am putting it on my bed now only because as we transition, I'm in New York, and we're still a little bit cool here. So the nights are, a little bit cool. Even though I'm a hot sleeper, it's still a little cool for me. So I am going to, put the flat sheet on the bed, but I just wanted you to know that ordinarily that is not what I would do. Now, I'm not really tucking my sheets. I'm just tucking the very end of it. And the reason that I don't really tuck it in is because I feel like when I have my sheets too tightly, like it stifles my feet and it makes it uncomfortable for me to sleep. So I don't really do a whole lot of tucking. Okay. So we're just straightening this out right now. Okay. All right. So next I'm going to put on my summer comforter. I got this on Amazon. Love, love, love it. I'll link it below. It's lightweight, it's good quality, and it's also cooling, which is very important to me. So I got that from there, and I love it. I've washed it. It washes well. So perfect for me. The other thing that I wanted to mention, as I said before about the king pillows, I also, when I buy bedding, comforters, quilts, whatever, I always buy king, sometimes even California king, because I want it to fall properly on the bed. I want it, you know, if you buy queen, sometimes they tend to be skimpy, so we don't want that. So even this one, this is king, and it's a little skimpy for me. I like it to fall a little bit lower, but you know, it is what it is. But I always buy oversized bedding. I think I may have this. Okay. I thought I maybe didn't put it on the right side, but I did. Okay. So I'm just going to fold this back for the moment. Just going to bring it all the way down. Okay, and now I am going to fold back my flat sheet. So nothing fancy. I am just going to and that's it. Like I said, nothing fancy. Okay. Then I'm going to bring this up. Bring it back. And I'm going to fold it over. Okay, pretty simple. Now this quilt has lines, so we want to make sure that we've lined them up nicely on the bed so that it's somewhat straight. Okay. All right, so you notice I had to find a way to bring white back into my bedding. So I have the white quilt. So next I'm going to put these Euro pillows on. These are 26. Oops, dropped my microphone. Let's get this back on. Okay, so these are 26-inch down pillows that I purchased from IKEA many years ago. I bought these pillow covers from either Shein or Temu, but I bought them 24 inches so that they're a little bit smaller than the pillow, so it plumps up the pillow a little bit, because down pillows can get very willy-nilly. So if you buy a smaller case than the pillow, it helps to keep it plump. So I'm going to take these, and these I bought in the lilac color, because if you may not have noticed, but on these, it's purple, white, a little bit of gold, and some lilac. So I'm going to put these right on top. I left some space on top of my sleeping pillows, so they also have some height. So I have 3 of them. Go right. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I keep dropping this microphone. Somehow the magnet is just not magneting. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Hope it's okay for the last time. All right, so I'm going to put this one here. All right, and then we have one more. Now, as I may have told you in some previous videos, I know this may seem to some people like a lot of work. I don't have time for all of these pillows and all of this fold in here and this sheet and that sheet. And I feel you. I get that. And in full transparency, I don't do this every day. It depends on my mood. Some days I wake up and I just want the whole works, and some days I don't. The only non-negotiable for me as far as the bed is, it has to be made every day. I have to sleep in a nice crisp bed every night. But do I need to do, all of this? Not necessarily. But does it look good? Absolutely. Do I feel good when it's done? Absolutely. Do I want to do it every day? Absolutely not. Okay, so now I'm putting my two, I call these my dress pillows in front. These are 22 inches, and I put 20-inch pillowcases on them. I got these all from Amazon, the pillows and the insert. The pillows and the covers were from Amazon. Okay, so I have white and gold here now because I want to put a little razzle dazzle in it. I don't want it to just be lilac or purple and white. I need some pizzazz. So I added these white and gold. And as I said, back to the quilt, there are white and gold flowers on there. And also the design on these pillows with the leaves, I think they're really season appropriate. Bring it up close so you can get a good look at it. Okay, so now we have the quilt that actually goes with the shams. Now, I bought this with no intention of ever actually sleeping with it. This is purely for decorative purposes. So I haven't even unfolded it. Just as it came folded in its bag, that's just how I lay it off on the end of my bed. Okay, and that is pretty much it as far as making the bed goes. So my bed is all spring, summer decked out. Right? Okay, so next I have this tray that I got from Temu, I believe. And again, just something decorative to put on the bed. Am I doing this every day again? I have the plant, I have a book, and I have a little candle. And that is just for decorative purposes. So I'm not doing much with my night tables. I like to keep them pretty simple. On both sides of the table, you will see we have the phone chargers. So I don't want all of the cords and stuff. So on my side and Bri's side, there is a charging station that holds phone, earbuds, watch, all of those things to charge. And that's really all that I put there. And I'm just going to have a family picture of my daughter and my husband. I put that on my side. I have a box here that I throw things in that I don't necessarily want to see. I keep a coaster on the table, and that is it. On the other side, Bri's side, he has basically the same things. So he has his tray. We both have a gold tray. Box, keep a little thing to keep pens, keep the remotes, things like that. And there's also a frame. There's no picture in it yet because I haven't decided what picture I want to put in there yet. Okay, so we are here at my love seat. So if you had seen any of my prior bedroom videos, you would have seen this. I got this for Christmas. Now here's something else I want to point out. when buying furniture, you really have to pay attention to scale. So everything in the room should be of similar scale. I didn't pay attention to that, and this piece was very low line, which nothing wrong with low line, except that as it pertains to the size of my bed, it just didn't look good. It made this chair look like a baby chair. So thankfully, Bri was able to add some wood to the bottom of it to make it a little bit higher. So now it looks in scale with everything else in the room. So I'm not doing anything much with that. I mean, I just got some pillow covers. Just wanted to show you these fun, these fun pillow covers I got from, again, Temu or Shein. And it is the cheetah, it's lilac, purple, a little bit of gold, similar, to the colors that I have going on in the room. So I am just putting these on the chair. I'm a karate chop girl, so do that there. And that's it. That's all I'm doing, bringing a little bit of the color over to this side of the room. So we are now going to work on this side of the room. I have my TV here. I have a shelf, little fireplace. So we're going to do a little bit here. I also added these gold discs to the walls that I purchased from, again, Shein or Temu. I always forget which, but I will have everything that is linkable in the description box. Okay, so first we're going to start with these vases. So you've seen this vase in my Christmas video. I DIY'd this. This was a cylinder that I had, and this was a candle holder. So I wanted this to have more height, so I glued this to the bottom of it to give it some height. The flowers I got from Shein or Temu, again, with the colors that I wanted to represent the room. Okay? So I made 2 of them. So they go on either side of my TV, and this one on this side. Problem solved. Okay. So then I have some pictures here. And Bri and I did our vows over. We have some pictures, so I'm going to put them up here. Have a little easel stand. So we have this one. Go right here. Then I have this. I'm going to put on this side. And these frames, by the way, this one came from Amazon, and this one I got in the at-home store, and the other white one also at the at-home store. Okay, so that's that as far as that. I have one more picture of me and my bestie, and that goes over on my side of the night table, which I know you can't see right now. So guys, that is it. That is the room. I'm going to give you a once-over of it. But I just want, before I do that, I just want to thank you for stopping by the Sandbox. Again, if this is your first time, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Hit the subscription tab. Oh my God, I always forget what I'm supposed to say here. Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit the notification bell so that you will be alerted each time I upload a video. So see you next time. Thank you again for stopping by.